I am Marie-Christine Krag. I am Global Head of Fidelity, which means I'm responsible for our business fraud insurance at Allianz Trade. A misconception I often hear is we have stellar IT security and a cyber insurance in place. And my first reaction to that is, I'm very glad to hear that. That's wonderful. At the same time, this does not address the human factor and internal perpetrators, as well as, for example, a focus on social engineering. And let me give a second misconception, because I have two that kind of battling for the top, which is I know my people, I trust them, and it's not going to happen here. And again, I'd say that's great, because trust is a crucial cornerstone of a healthy culture. The uncomfortable truth, however, still is that the largest share of losses involves insiders. So that's something to be on the lookout for. It is a dangerous assumption because there's a lot of awareness around cyber risks and cyber insurance, and rightfully so, because that's a very important point. At the same time, cyber insurance focuses on protecting against system breaches, and liability insurance focuses on third-party losses. Now, business fraud insurance addresses the people topic, human-driven deception. So that's what makes it a crucial addition when you want a full coverage against fraud. It is very much real. Fraudsters are leveraging AI to make their attacks faster, cheaper, and more convincing. And we have seen real-life examples of losses that leveraged voice cloning, fake identities, and also AI-generated documents. So businesses are more and more exposed to this rising threat. Business fraud insurance covers against losses from willful illegal acts by employees and specified third parties. So that means it covers losses from internal theft, embezzlement, falsified payments, or fraudulent orders. We had a situation where an employee in a company working in accounting received an email from the CEO asking for money to be transferred for a top secret M&A transaction. So far, quite usual CEO fraud. However, shortly after that, his phone rang and he saw that it was the IT department in his display. So he picked up and his colleague informed him that the system had picked up on a suspicious email that surely he had realized is attempted fraud. However, they had notified the police, they had frozen all the bank accounts, and now they needed the colleague to play along to pretend that he was doing all the steps he usually would in order to catch the perpetrators red-handed. So he did. In the end, the money was gone because obviously the IT department unfortunately was part of the fraud scam. We still see that a majority of losses is influenced by internal perpetrators, either alone or teaming up with externals. And avoiding the topic, not talking about, is creating blind spots in governance and controls, but also when it comes to culture. Addressing it openly allows for speaking up, exchanging, and raising awareness on the topic. Allianz Trade has decades of claims experience when it comes to business fraud insurance. So obviously we leverage that not only in the way we shape our products, how we do our underwriting, but also we use it to detect new trends or emerging threats as early as possible. And the benefit for our clients is that they can rely on knowledge that stems from real life experience and not theory.